I'm Dr. Alain Wuethrich. I'm a research fellow at the Australian Institute for Bioengineering and Nanotechnology here at the University of Queensland in Australia. I'm originally from Switzerland, where I completed my undergrad and postgrad studies, and then sparked through a one-year term as a research assistant. I got really curious about research and found a really interesting project at the University of Tasmania in Australia, which motivated me to apply for that project and then start a PhD at the University of Tasmania. Throughout that process, I think I really discovered my passion for research, which then brought me to, after my PhD, to the University of Queensland, where I continued my career as a researcher, moving initially from undergrad and postgrad studies in the physical and chemistry related fields to then the nanotechnology and microfluidic fields with the translational angle on the translation of those technologies into the clinical space. My current research is within nanotechnology and microfluidics, and using those emerging fields as if you like, as a toolkit to develop new diagnostic approaches to support precision medicine. And throughout over the past couple of years, we had really multidisciplinary collaborations with researchers in the clinical spaces, but then also in the more fundamental spaces in chemistry and physics, where we have collaborative projects funded through the federal government here in Australia that allows us to translate some of those technologies into a close to clinical setting. We now have projects where we test these nanotechnologies and new diagnostic approaches in cancer in the context of precision medicine. So where we look at new cancer therapies that are tailored to each patient, and see if we can use those technologies to follow the patients when the patient goes through the therapy, to see if the patient is still responding to the therapy, and then also potentially detect early if there might be any side effects caused by a new type of precision treatment. And we have federal funding that engages not only in the cancer space, but then increasingly also in immune dysregulations, autoimmune diseases, brain degenerative disease, and then also in mood disorders. My research passion is pretty much, I think, it boils down to the curiosity, wanting to know why something is the way it is, trying to understand. This, I think, has really prompted me to develop new technologies that can help to answer that quest for why is something as it is. So whenever we have new technologies, we gain new insights into, for instance, into not well understood diseases, or into how someone might respond to a therapy and why. So this is sort of, my passion really comes from why is it like this, and can the development of new technologies help us to further that quest, and ultimately, hopefully, better provide solutions or even cures to cancer and other severe diseases. Outside work, I really like to work out. That might be at the gym, this might be going for a run, just to sort of, I think, probably just as a way to relax and move your focus away from just quite brain-focused work to a bit something more physical. So whenever I go for a run or I hit the gym, it just feels good, and I enjoy also the company of friends in the gym or when doing a workout. And a bit more recently, I've started to take up surfing as a very beginner, but it's just great fun, and I just love it being at the beach, in the water. Here in Australia, it's just beautiful, and it's incredibly relaxing as well at the same time.